Hello, this is Daniel Robbins. I was just listening to Jesse Duplantis, and when I realized that he not only believes in the globe, but he also, as some would call it, believes in, well, here we go, that the earth is, after all, flat and by no means a ball. Furthermore, I seek to tell of the fallacy of hell, which I spell capital Hel. Friends, I have a treasure found buried deep within the ground. It hath saved me so much strife, yet for most of my short life I was of it unaware, so I definitely did not dare to embrace it and cause such a ripple, seeing I was in my mind a cripple. See, it is so debilitating when we are given no knowledge, negating, and we are simply taught to play along with a thing, whether it is right or wrong. For example, I can also tell you that wrong is the teaching hell. And note how I've spelled it there, which is the way I prefer it to spell. Even though most Christians earnestly insist on teaching and preaching and proclaiming this, and that simply would be because our tiny but untamable tongue does simply from the heart's store speak. Oh, have we got God to seek? When our hearts are filled with hell, and we on that doctrine dwell, we become convinced of it, and think sinners will sink in the pit, and be forever and ever cast off. And if one thinks not, we scoff. Well, I am sure personally glad that some helped me to see that hell is dumb. And in fact, let me to this level take it. Job 26:6, hell is naked. Oh, the very concept of such torment, eternal and conscious, I mourn and lament. It is not nearly as scriptural as we seem to want to think. That's all. And my challenge would be stop wanting such an awful thing and downright daunting. We are all created in God's image. Think of it like a line of scrimmage in a gridiron football game. Let's line up in Yeshua's name, also known as Jesus. Let the enemy, not God, mock, but his cruel, brutal nonsense block. It is certainly agonizing waking up and realizing that such a dearly held teaching doctrine is a fallacy. It sure is shocking, but we have to get this done because we have our race to run. And we must get rid of sin, which so easily besets, and win. Here is the good news. God is for us and by no means did ignore us, but sent us help along the way to speak up and out and say, that is hell. Oh, such a fallacy. Let us have ears to hear and eyes to see. And forget us not to think, lest we more into paganism sink, is the mere concept behind hell, oh so easy to detect and tell, as a fallacy from beyond the grave, O Yahweh, us from it sozo save. Now that was quite the bunny trail, but I pray you do not faint or fail to consider it and prostrate pray and seek God on it without delay. And when I say prostrate pray, I mean like this. Heavenly Father, I pray for my friends, whether they are believers or not, that thou wilt show them the truth and let them know that thou art a good God. It's a perilous time. And I thank thee for Gary Emerald, who I wanted to write into that poem. Thank thee for what he did. And thank thee that he can rest in peace. Continue to work through his
wonderful ministry. I pray in Yeshua's name. Amen.
Yeah, I was gonna write Gary Amaralt into this, but let's do this. So to consider it and prostrate, pray and seek God on it without delay, and ask Him our hearts to search. Oh, we have gone astray, dear church, and our shepherd is seeking, and in fact of straying speaking. Friends, it is my opinion that, after all this time, it is flat. And I'm speaking of the earth, and it is of our attention well worth. Oh, my friends, an enemy hath done this. We have to see, loaded down and crushed us with cares, and sown among the wheat such tares. Are these tares in our minds entrenched? So much we cannot smell the stench of their rotten fallacy, and we are blinded so we cannot see. What I mean is that the theories, spherical, are evil, and it's serious. It sure seemeth like a sturdy steamroller, the whole concept of a system solar. Oh, so many are of it convinced, but no more, I declare now, since people, praise Yahweh, are waking up, and the globe to task we're taking, and examining its ridiculous claims, and all this the serpent shames, so he is hissing out his venom as if jeans were not made from denim, or as if his lies were true. Well, like jeans, that sky is blue, and it is sure above us high. Way on up again is the sky, and there is way more to it than I thought when I the globe, the ball, earth still bought. Now I finally realized that the world was in no wise wise when it did reject the truth that the earth is flat as uncouth. It in fact did dearly us cost. Look around. This world, it is lost and subjected to pillaging pollution since the Diablos' dilution, and it has been a reproach to our nation that we have rejected God's creation. Now it makes me really sad that things have gotten oh so bad that now even creationists do on the flat earth want to outmiss. They seem to think that God will not mind if they insist on being willfully blind to the plain fact that the Bible is a flat earth book. That is reliable. Now come on, I know that some at this point their minds go numb, and they think it does not say that it's flat. Well, please, I pray. Is the situation ridiculous? Study, please. Attention meticulous will not lead to the Bible saying the earth is a wandering star. Stop straying. Oh, our heart's own silly stubbornness. It is such sinful sin, no less, did the serpent to sleep us low and filled us up with lies so we think we are full. Well, come on, get hungry, fast. Will the last be first and the first last? And I will say right here in quote unquote closing, many are called, but few are chosen. Be the chosen. Overcome. For us, our Redeemer will come. Get rid of falsely called science knowledge heady and learn truth true. Oh, let us get ready.